Hey guys, got a couple games here today in the old classic LTTB. I think this is only the second time I've done some commentary for this tank. I'm going to change that. I've got a couple more replays with this tank, shocker. I've got stored up also. Not going to release them right away because I don't want to overload you with the same game, same tank, back to back to back to back. Yeah. But for this video, we're going to have this two of the 4 replays I currently have in the tank on 2 maps that I would consider not great light tank maps at all. Doesn't mean you can't do stuff with them though. But yeah, we're here today. Yeah, this one, and then we're on Himmelsdorf also. And this is Severed Horse. I don't know why I'm blanking on the name. Pretty positive. Go to my usual normal spawn point where I usually go. Sorry, from this spawn, this is the position I usually head towards. I try to light them up crossing the middle towards my side. You see we put a shot into the Italian tier 8, and he's not very happy about that, so he's coming to say hello. We've apparently offended him by having the absolute nerve to even think about firing at this individual. So he's coming to hunt me down, and we'll be right with him in a second. First, we're going to just deal with some more targets that we're spotting up with our fantastic crew. Against tier 8 games, so, you know, it's perfect matchmaking for us. It's not the perfect map, but it is the perfect matchmaking, so that's good. The worst is when you get crap matchmaking, tier 10s, and then it's also a bad map. If it's one or the other is bad, I can deal with it. But when it's both piled on top of each other, it's annoying. Yeah. Now we got this KB4. I don't fire at him because I don't think that would pen. I don't really want to waste ammo on shots that I don't think are going to have a high chance of penning. But now he's side on, so now I'm starting to fire. He was side on before, and even that shot was I shouldn't have really have taken. Now I'm just waiting. I see my other light tank has gone in next to him, and hopefully, yep, there we go. He's distracted, and now we're going to pop out and take advantage of that situation. His attention is elsewhere, and that's one of my biggest things. I'm always trying to exploit people's attention. Little tip, I always like fighting the KB4's KB3 chassis because I know right where to shoot it to set him on fire. It's right in that middle of the turret. Right there. That's the sweet spot. And I can set him on fire probably 7 times out of 10 just shooting in that location. And there we go again. So a little bit of tank knowledge. It comes in handy. I love doing that because I know I have a great chance that's right where the fuel tanks are or something that's flammable, and I can target that and get him out of the game quicker than having to put, God, who knows, 10 shots into him with the alpha damage on this tank. So it's just being efficient with your ammunition choices and using them wisely is kind of basically the gist of there. Now I see the area, the Italian tier 8, not even going to try to butcher it. It's kind of gone in. I'm going to go in, and unfortunately we do eat 1 shot, but he's having issues tracking me with his turret, so I'm just going to go full loop-de-loop around him, I guess, and just come back around and finish him off for the kill. So far this game has not gone that great on the scoreboard category. We've been losing pretty much the entire time. I see we have a heavy over here facing against 1 light. I'm fairly certain if, yeah, right there. There's a TD back here as well. So I kind of want to be maneuvering a lot here. I don't want to get hit by him. I see heat rounds. I don't know what TD that is, but I just want to get away from him. I mean, I know because I've seen the replay before, but I just want to get out of his line of sight. And we see the joyous focus of people focusing light tanks. And here I just try to get in the cover. Honestly, I should have said left, but I try to make the most of it. I don't know exactly where the TD was. I knew he was behind there, but there's kind of a little bit of variation where he could be at. So just try to take cover as best you can there. We're actually winning at this point. Well, for a half a second when I said that. The scores are even now. And hopefully we can kind of actually pull this one out. Again, the issue with maps like this, you're not going to do a lot of assisted, usually. Yes, there are some freak situations where you could spot a bunch, they could all camp their base, and you could spot them all. I've had that happen. But majority of the times, everybody's going to deploy out to the flanks and push up. So you really are not going to be able to spot, per se. You're going to have to do that damage dealing role. You're going to have to try to get the flanks of people, outmaneuver them. Look for when their attention's not on you. They're focused on somebody else. And we're burning people, you know, and have incendiary rounds loaded this game as well. Because that's our third fire. Second different tank as well. Now at this point, I see the T-20 HDC. I'm not too really worried about that tank. I'm going to outmaneuver him. I am worried about the one platoon. Because I believe they're in the Corruption clan. I'm fairly certain that's one of their clan tags. Maybe somebody can help me with that. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. But I saw they were in a platoon. So I kind of want to... I'm worried about them to a degree. Just because they had that teamwork aspect going for them. So I'm being a little cautious here. We're on 6 kills, actually. I didn't even really pick that up until now. But I'm just being cautious because I know they're going to work together. At least they should on paper. So I don't want to get caught out in a 2v1. Especially since I know the 252 was on 500 health or so. But I don't know what the medium was. Again, I don't know. So that means I'm going to just be a little extra cautious in what I do and how I play and how I just approach moving up and pushing and clearing areas, basically. So even though I'm only taking, what, 200 damage shot, I can still technically, I guess, be a 2-shot here if the 252 high rolls. And at this point, I figured our guy's capping, so they're probably headed back to base, and I've cleared out most of this area. And I don't think they're gonna be too focused on trying to defend the cap to expect me coming from the rear back here. And sure enough, they're both right here, so they're both 1-shot. So we're gonna take him out, and we're gonna, you know, boof, just give him a slight nudge and ram the heavy tank. Yeah, you leave 600, but you know, you got to secure that Riley Walters. So, you know, gotta have a little fun in the game. But yeah, we get 8 kills, 3,400 damage. Not the highest damage I've ever got, not even close. But a solid game for that type of map. Overall, I don't think I was very optimistic about this kind of game starting out, just because of what I'm used to on that map. It doesn't usually turn out fantastically for light tanks. It can work, but it's not like, oh boy, Severgore, I can't wait to play that in my light tank. No, it's not a thing. And now we get a map that is, yeah. Most of the time when you see Himmelsdorf, you go, I bet, in a light tank. At least I'd imagine most people do. Especially when it's the winter variants. Whether it's I think the Blizzard variant is still in, or just this version. And that's just because of the snow mounds all over the place that make it even more difficult to go full speed, because you just get thrown around like a rag doll. And they take a map that's already difficult for lights and make it even worse, basically. So we're going to do something I do fairly often. I do it from both spawns. It's a little different on each spawn, but is I take up my position here and just spot them crossing. I usually get some kind of damage. I don't know why this 5120 is like, oh man, again, just like the other guy. I shot him once and he drove all the way by and then backs up, let me shoot him again. I don't know. And we're actually able to take out their arty. I don't really know how that happened. I don't know how he took damage already. I never spotted him, so I don't know if I already just blind fired him. That may have happened. It would have been interesting to go back and look. But any time you can take out the enemy already with less than a minute, I'm a very happy person. Even if I'm in a light. I mean, yeah. That's just a good feeling. But again, it's a good spot to get some early damage, but it's also a good spot to light up where their team's going, and you can kind of build a little bit of a picture. I've gone over this before, I think, on where their team is going and where they're kind of deploying to. So they've actually pushed a good amount of tanks into the train tracks, which is kind of different. You don't see that a whole bunch, but they've got a fair amount on the hill, and they've got a few on the banana line too, which is that middle road, if you don't know. But yeah, right now we're just trying to deal with this light tank. He's just going through, kind of being a nuisance. So we're gonna have to try to take him out. I don't know why nobody else has shot him except for us at this point. We're just gonna give him a little push. I'm trying to hit him again there. And something very small detail here, I don't go all the way out. I don't go out and just push right into him. I could have, but I don't, because I don't want to get shot in the side by all those tanks that are down on the bottom there. And then as soon as I kill him, I'm immediately rotating my head around and going, okay, I got targets that are pushed around the castle side here, and I know I've got shots on them. So then I can hit the Skoda several times, and somebody else hits him too, which is good, and we're able to kill him. So good result there. Good awareness to keep my head on the swivel and not be focused on the tanks that were right to my right. They were all like E75, so I'm not going to pen them frontally. And now it's just kind of a mop-up phase at this point, I'd say. And we got this 5120, who I think probably just dumped his clip. But we're still just going to be cautious here and just show a little bit of our tank. He doesn't have the best gun handling, so we're just going to poke. He's got a tall turret, and he apparently, I guess, was aiming there, but again, I'm not really concerned about it. And now we're just going to move on and finish up, I think, most of the guys in the field. Make a little bit of a play here. I should have known yeah, he was going to be right there. And I try to get another shot, but oh, it does go in. It's this one, sorry, yeah. He's side scraping? I don't know. That one just hits the building, and he's reloaded now, so I don't want to get high rolled. I'm just going to wait until he gets killed. I think his attention's away. And yeah, he just fired also, so I'm going to go in. He gets taken out. Really, this is a pretty good. I mean, it's a damn good result for Himmelsdorf. Again, not even top tier in this case, but I don't mind playing tier 9s. I don't want to say I prefer it, but it's nice to have some extra hit points lying around. Especially when you have a full health E75 who is just completely ignoring you at the end of the game. So you're going to get to farm about 1,000 damage off of him. But first we're just going to shoot the Panzer forward to make sure he's actually dead. You got to be sure. There's Germans, And just help out our little Carnarvon friend so that he doesn't also die at the end of this game. Unfortunately, hopefully doesn't block our shots. So we may lose a little bit of DPM there. But yeah, we're going to finish this game out very nicely with 4,000 damage on Himmelsdorf. Again, great result. I wasn't expecting that at all, I think, when I played this either. To say I'm ever expecting 4,000 damage or an ace tanker on Himmelsdorf and a light tank is a very... And a scout medal. Well, scout medals I can kind of expect because I know that spot. On the one on the other side, you can spot a good amount of their team fairly easily. So it's kind of weird, but Himmelsdorf's actually not a bad map to get a scout medal on if you know where to go. Kind of weird to say, but yeah, it's actually kind of true. So you're not going to get patrol duty though. That would be something else. But yeah, just a couple good games, solid games, and I will catch you next time. See ya.
Ennemi détecté. L'ennemi nous observe.